Now, once our database is ready over here, the next thing that we need to do is we need to go and create the record, delete the record, update the record, as well as get the record back from our database. And for that, let's try to open up our API doc over here and make sure the server is running as well as your database server is running. The first thing that we'll try over here is let's try to go and create some of the record. So we'll open up this particular API endpoint and we'll try it out over here. And the first thing, we will look into the schemas over here. And in the schemas, we are making use of the country entity. And if you take a look now, the required parameter over here is the ID name. Basically, all of the field is our required field over here. So whenever we are creating the country over here, we need to pass all of this. But as we know, this is a auto-generated or the auto-increment ID from the database itself, and this too as well as is from the database generated. So we only need to pass in this 3 field over here, but currently we cannot do so because all of this is marked as the required field, which you can see is by the asterisk mark that we have defined. Basically there are multiple ways to fix this one, so let's try to see which one is better over here. The first thing that we can do is we can see if we can make the country entity, the ID, and then the created at and updated at as a optional field, which we can do by going to our domain and opening up the country entity. We can make this field as the optional and provide a default value over here. And another way is to go and create the schema for to create our country. So depending on your requirement, you can see which is more suitable for you. Let's try to make use of the schema over here. So I'll create a class over here and call this one as action, which is of create the create the country, which is of the object request, and we require the base model, and we just need to pass in the name, country code, and then the country. And for this one, these 3 fields are required to create our country. So let's go back to our API, and for the create, I'll replace this one with the create the country COUN country request over here. Let's import that one over here. And now what I can do is I need to pass in the country entity over here. So let's open up the mapper over here and let's create the new file over here. And I'll just go and map the, I'll just call this one as the map the COUN, that should be the map the country, right? So we want to map the country request request or the schema back to the entity over here .py file. So depending on your requirement, you can also obviously go and do the mapping directly over here, which you can just go and say that the map the request to the country entity. Go and set this one over here. Let's arrange the, or let's provide the intent properly, and we'll just go and provide the, we can also do something like this over here, which is of the country entity that we can define. And here we can just go and map the name, country ID, and then the currency code, and then the country code, and then the currency. But in the country code, we still need to provide the ID. So let's go back to our, let's go back to the, where is the domain? So in the domain, we can go over here, and we need to make this one as the optional over here, right? Let's import it from the typing. And let's fix this one over here, and we need to do the same thing for this one as well. So optional as well as the updated at optional. And also we need to mark this one as the default value of the none, and for created at as well as updated at should be of the should have a default value. Let's move this one somewhere down over here, because the optional field should not be starting at the top over here. It should always start from the required field. So all of the required field should be at the top, and then the optional field with the default value should be at the bottom. And once we have that, now we should be good to go over here. and this country entity we can actually pass into here over here. And now since this is a really small mapper, we can actually make use of here, but that's the good thing. What we can do is we can obviously go and add it over here, and we can create the function over here, or I think map the country request, or you can just call this one as the map the country SQLAlchemy schema over here. And I guess that may be much more better over here. And we'll also rename this particular file to be of the schema over here, so which is of the map the country SQLAlchemy schema to the entity over here, right? And that should be good enough. So that should, I guess we'll rename this one as the map the create country schema to entity, and this should be of the create because we need to provide the action, and later we still need to create for the update as well. So once we have that, let's just go back to our API endpoint, and here we can just go and replace this one with the map the country map create country schema to the entity. So that should be good enough. And once we have done that, let's go back to our API testing over here, and we should refresh this one, and now we should see that we only have to pass in name, country ID, and then the currency code. In the schema you see that it's making use of the create country request. And let's try it out over here and edit the value. So let's just go and provide the name as the something like the test6 over here, and I'll just go and provide the t6 and then the t6 as well. And let's try to go and execute this one, and we got the internal server error. So let's go back over here and let's see what went wrong. So attribute generator object has no attribute of the add. So let's just go and see what went wrong in the repository over here. We are making use of the session.add, and session is coming as a dependency injection. So we should go to the dependencies over here, and we are providing the DB session that's coming from the get DB session. And in the get DB session, it's getting the database session from here. So let's open up that, and you can see it's finally yielding that particular DB. But here we are returning the session, so we also need to yield. So yield from the session, actually, not return the session directly over here. So we also need to yield from the session. So that should be good enough. So let's just go back and let's try to execute the query one more time. We still got some error. Let's try to see what went wrong again. And here it's returning the attribute error. None type object has no attribute of the ID. That is coming from the mapper actually. So let's try to go and see what went wrong over here. And it's providing the ID, but there is no ID. So let's go and open up the repository over here. And in the repository, we are mapping our country entity back to the country model. And then we are adding that to our country model as the session.add. And this session.add is returning none, but we are making use of that particular result. So that's not correct. So let's go and remove that. And we need to provide the mapper to this one as the country model over here. So that should be good. And let's try to open up our tester again, and let's try to go and send this one to be of the 7 over here and T7 as well as the T7 over here. And now let's try to go and execute over. And hold up, this time it's successful, and now you can see it's returning as the success data with the name, country code, currency code, ID, as well as the created add. The updated add is null because we haven't updated that particular record. So by default it's the null over here. So that's pretty good over here. So now we are able to create the record over here, and the next thing that we need to try it out is to go and patch that particular record. So I'll give you as a homework to go and try it out in your own, and let's see if you can complete that.